Okay, guys, I'm thinking about repositioning. I closed at the highs, um, and I'm thinking about how to reposition. So I closed this, awesome trade, made like 2.5 R off of that. So the reason that I closed, I'm thinking like I want to FOMO in. Locally, it seemed like a good place to do it as ETH is outperforming, and it had a little fail at the high here at a low volume time when it's unlikely for price to pump. But the bigger reason is I was looking at the order flow chart, and while CVD is up, that's great. I am seeing that the funding is the highest it's been since, it's actually higher than this, but since this, when price pumped to 65K and sold off. And the open interest is at 18.7 billion, which is as high as it was right at the high here before a significant sell-off. So it's not that I think it's necessarily set up for a short, but it seems pretty unlikely we don't have some kind of pullback, if not even retrace this entire move. So I don't know, out of self-preservation, it felt like it made sense um to cut the trade. Like I really want to think that price is just going to keep going higher, and I'm afraid it will and I won't be a part of it, but it seems like an uphill battle. And at the least, I can try to reposition. It seems super unlikely that I'm not able to reposition. So the question is, what would repositioning look like? So we have these 1 hour fair value gaps. And I think at the least we could look for price to come in here. I mean, I do think we're gonna have a regime change that takes us higher, but I mean, again, this level is really interesting to me. Super far away though. It's not that far away. Spot is buying, so I don't feel super comfortable shorting, but if I did, there's no shorting here. There's just trying to get in lower, if anything. And it's possible it just launches, and I won't be a part of it, but I'm interested in getting in this gap. So I think where is interesting, there's two interesting levels. There's this level, and there's this level. And I am noting I don't necessarily expect this whole move to retrace because it wasn't a super inefficient move up, but I think the earliest I could long would be here or here. And I'm kind of interested in, I mean, it almost looks like a place to short, honestly. I have a bias for higher, but let's look at ETH. ETH. Open interest is as high as it was before. This sell-off doesn't mean it couldn't go higher. Funding is super high, and CBDs, they never, like, not really, they're spot buying, so I don't know that I'm comfortable being a shorter here, but I don't know. It's mostly FOMO that thinks that, oh, now I want to be long, but people are gonna have to come in with the heavy spot buying. And I would rather be cautious. I almost want to aim all the way up for this 57 area, but it just seems sort of ridiculous. I also think that price can go lower, but I really, 20%, I really don't want to be a shorter at the highs. We haven't even created a 1 hour gap or anything, but it seems like a place for it, honestly. I think a sell the news would be really interesting. I think I will. I think I'm gonna risk 1,000 here. I'm not supposed to market order. It leads to bad things. At the funding rate. It's pretty hot. It doesn't mean it couldn't go higher, but I think that I will. So we have 50 points. It's at a very good price to try this. We could just moon. I don't really want to be shorting off the bottom when it's like we're not at a key level. I feel like that'll cause me too much anxiety. Let me think about the Bitcoin position. I wanted to just hold for higher, but I also, it's like I want to be smart about it. It's possible price comes up here, fails the high. I'm gonna try. So 56, it's about 50 from here. Why am I doing this? Open interest is crazy. That has everything to do with it. Okay. 'Kay. Stop loss. I'm gonna put it at 24.56. I'm gonna target monthly low of 2,120, and I'll change if order flow really changes. I feel like I'm now like shorting the rally, but just look at the open interest. It looks egregiously high. I guess it's possible. Where do I really want to buy Bitcoin? Is in this area, right? This is where I really want to be a buyer. The 4 hour right here. I don't know that price will come down here, but I'm interested in trying that right here at 57,000. 170. Yeah, let's do it. All right, now I'm gonna set this one. $57, 163. Sorry, 57. With a stop loss at 55, 526. Take profit at 65, 700. And my risk is I'll trade one. Although I probably would want to increase the size potentially, but 57, 163. Okay, so that's my change of positioning where I'm like, you know what? This move looks like it's full of air, and I might get fucked, but I want to see the open interest come out. Um, I'm interested in other areas. If price comes down and starts to expand, and creates and normalizes, I will take it. But for now, this is how I'm positioned. So took profit, price goes without me. It sucks, but is what it is. Let's get it.